Hey there, welcome back for another video. I know it's been a while. I needed some time for a little R&R, but I'm back with another video today. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about one common mistake that I see a lot of people making in their custody case or family court case against a narcissist. This one common mistake. And the reason why I want to share this with you is because it's the one thing that I think a lot of people miss. And it's so simple. We all know that family court is emotional, right? Is that fair to say? We know that it's emotional. We all know that fighting a custody battle or a battle against a narcissist is also very, very emotional. We know that. And I think one of the most frustrating things for people that I'm starting to see is that they have the knowledge. They've done the research on narcissism. They know their case inside out. They have a plan for what they would like to present in court. They have all of that together. But it's the emotions that oftentimes derail them, not being able to control their emotions. And so I wanted to make this video today about the importance of learning how to regulate your emotions when you are preparing to fight a battle, a family court battle against a narcissist. That is the most important thing, if you ask me. Well, maybe not the most important thing. That is high up there on the priority list. I'll say that. Because it doesn't matter if you have all of the skills that I can teach you about how to represent yourself in court, or if you have all of your evidence together, if you have all of that, but you don't know how to regulate your emotions, none of it really matters because you won't be able to present in a way that is clear, confident, and credible, right? You want it to be clear, confident, and credible. And so I want to talk about the importance of regulating emotions. And so my disclaimer is no, I'm not a therapist, but I've been doing a lot of research on emotions and how emotions impact us, and specifically in my industry, right? In the industry of law and doing a lot of family law and learning more about the brain and the emotional brain and the amygdala and all of this stuff, right? I've been just researching this also for my own personal well-being too, emotional well-being as well. And one of the things that I've learned is a lot of people don't know how to regulate their emotions. A lot of people know how to suppress their emotions. A lot of people allow their emotions to control them, but a lot of people do not know how to regulate their emotions. And see, if you're going to win this battle, right? When I say win this battle, I'm not saying that you're going to have the outcome that you want. I'm talking about win this battle in a way where you're able to show up and present your case in a way that's clear, credible, and confident. If you're going to do that, you're going to have to know how to regulate your emotions. How are you going to regulate your fear? How are you going to regulate your anxiety? How are you going to regulate your frustration, your annoyance, your disappointment, your sadness, your depression, all of those things that you may be feeling, which is very valid, especially when you go through narcissistic abuse. It's all very, very valid. But see, we have to get to a point where we learn how to regulate our emotions. And so I would encourage you to do what you need to do for you. Everybody is different, right? There's no cookie cutter approach. Some people it's going to require therapy. Some people it's going to require prayer. Some people it's going to require them going online and looking up how to control your emotions, and they can just do it, right? But that's key. And so one of the things that has helped myself is just learning how to slow down and breathe. And I know it's so simple. It sounds like something a kindergarten teacher would have taught us, which I think my kindergarten teacher did teach me that. Just breathe. Deep breathing. Put one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly, deep diaphragmatic breathing. And you breathe. This is something that my therapist actually taught me, and it has helped me a lot. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 7, and release for 8. Because that slows down your nervous system. Slows down your nervous system, because once your nervous system is hijacked, once your amygdala is hijacked, no logic is going to be able to talk to that emotional brain, right? And see, that's what the narcissist wants. They want you to be in that courtroom and for your amygdala to be hijacked, so they can try to paint you to the court to be emotionally unstable. But see, we know their game, okay? We know their game, and that's why we're going to practice. And so what I tell people is, you want to prepare before the day. If you want to run a marathon, you're not going to wait to the day of the marathon to start training for the marathon. No, you're going to train. So from the very beginning of this process, you're going to start training your nervous system, regulating your nervous system. Okay? So that's the message for this video. Regulating your emotions and making sure that you do it from the beginning. Have a routine. Every morning you get up, you do your 3 deep breaths, whatever it may look like for you, right? This is just a sample. You do your 3 deep breaths in the morning, you do 3 midday, you do 3 before you go to bed. Or maybe you're doing yoga in the morning. Or maybe you're going to therapy once a week. Or maybe you do, puppy yoga, right? I don't know. Whatever works for you. You want to do that because you want to make sure that you are taking care of your nervous system. Okay? Don't make this mistake and spend 90% of your time or 95% of your time focusing on gathering information, using your IQ, right? You just gather information, researching, putting all this stuff together, and you spend 5% on the emotional piece. No, 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 no. You need way more time spent on the emotional piece, because the intelligence, that stuff is there, right? We have Google. You can consult an attorney. You can get that. That's the easy part. But it's regulating the emotions is what I typically see what people struggle with. So that's all I have for this video. If this video is for you, you can let me know by hitting the like button. Also, feel free to comment down below any topics or questions that you may have that I can answer in video form that can also help other people. And again, my disclaimers that I cannot give any legal advice, meaning advice that is applicable specifically to your situation, but I can offer some encouragement and just teach you how to show up in a courtroom a little bit more confidently. Okay. So with that being said, be blessed, stay blessed, and take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.